going into the Matrix.
I'm going to get my stuff first.
What would you bring? If I said, hey, dude, you can go in the Matrix, but you can bring 3 things.
I'd have to bring a picture of my family, and then I'd have to bring probably some water. I would.
You think you'd need water in the Matrix?
I'm not going to be the guy without it in there. Well, when I was a kid, they had a boy in our neighborhood named Mario, right? And he ended up dying, actually. He did some pills and drove into an embankment. But when I was young, he would shit in his yard and make me bury it. And that's how I was allowed to be friends with him.
How did he make you bury it?
He just asked me to do it, and I was afraid not to do it, I think.
He said, hey, yo, dude, you're not going to believe this, but I took a shit, and it's out my yard. I can't even bury it because I'll throw up. Hey, do me a favor and go bury it?
Yeah. He was dark, man. He had a real dark vision. And he probably, honestly, dude, he probably shit 200, 300 times, and I buried it.
No.
I swear to God.
Come on.
I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. And he
how'd you not run out of places to make new holes? Did you think you ever dug up old shit to put in new shit?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. We basically had like the only setup I had, and I didn't even have a strong system. The only setup I had was like one of those plastic beach.
Oh no.
Like a beach setup. Dude, I'm talking I was 7.
So wait a minute, this 7-year-old was doing this? How old was he?
He was 8 or 9.
Oh, he's tricking you by being older.
He was older. And
2 years when you're 7 is a long stretch. You know, when you're 32, 32, 34, that doesn't mean shit.
Whatever, dude.
7 and 9, that's a big stretch.
Yeah, you go shit at your house, buddy. That's what I tell people now. I'm down to Viet. People aren't going to be that upset at you.
Well, the Vietnamese people are going to be super upset. What are you talking about?
No,
somebody's dad.
Yeah, they're more understanding of things, dude.
Is this a character you're playing?
No. But if you eat a black lady and her family's there, they're going to be pissed.
So you think a Vietnamese person would let you slide?
I think that they'd be much more forgiving over a couple of day period.
I think
their relatives. You don't think so? Honestly.
Well, one thing, no, I don't think so. I definitely think they'd be super pissed at you, especially modernized ones. But what is interesting is like Vietnam is one of the few places where Americans can go back to Vietnam and they don't seem to hold any grudge at all.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A, man, honestly. How much more would you get to know about somebody if you held their hand?
Not much more.
You don't think?
I mean, would you? Would you get to know more?
Well, that's what I'm...
16-year-old cum shots? That's a different thing. When you've been just storing it up for a few weeks.
It was like watching those guys who go off that thing on the Olympics. It was like that, dude. Just...
Skiers?
Yeah. Oh, man. That was...
Colin Kaepernick is comparing the NFL to slavery.
Bro. Rosa Parks, that's what I call that dude.
Rosa Parks.
He had a bunch of shrooms out there and kind of commandeered this water table. There was a water table that had kind of been left unattended.
What is a water table?
Just a table with a bunch of cups of water.
Table with waters on it. Okay.
So we got over there and people were running, they're going, and we started telling people that the water was for Asian people only, right? Bro, we are crying, laughing, because people are running. They can't stop. They're trying to make a time. So for some people, we'd be like, bro, it's Asians only. And it was like, why? And then Asian people were all excited, and we kept dousing them up. Dude, we were fucking... I would take pictures with, people, and I'd have my fucking nuts hanging out the whole time.
What?
Yeah, bro, we were out.
You took pictures of people with your nuts out? How old were you at the time?
I don't know, man. Probably 28. Outside and get high, and then I'd come back in early into my buddy's house, and I would tell his dad, I would be like, oh, Mr. Mike, man, because his dad was had a lot of anti-gay energy,
Really?
Yeah, and he would just say stuff all that, like queers, just say stuff, just ignorant shit,
Did he have his pants off when he did
that? I didn't see anything like that. But I'd come in after we'd been out there smoking weed. I'd come in and I'd be like, Mr. Mike, man, they were being, I don't know, Richard was over and people were just being kind of
touchy-feely.
Yeah, it's just real strange out there.
You bait him? Did you bait him?
Yeah, bro. So then, dude, my friends Adam would come back inside, man, and his dad would be like, what in the fuck have you boys been doing out there? You've been queering around.
And queering as a verb is very funny.
Oh, you've been queering around, boys? And he was just, just lighting into it, dude. And I would be dying with laughter. And they were so high, they didn't know how to explain that they hadn't been, queer.
They're so high and you set them up.
That Mother Nature has a plan, a bigger plan, where in the end it all ends up that we're like trans, like Ben Simmons, like all like crossed. You know what
Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons is like a Mick. He's a black and I think he's black and white, right? He played at LSU. He's a great basketball player.
What does it have to do with his sexuality?
But he's beige. You know what I'm saying? He's beige. Does it? You know what I'm saying? Does it end? Because here we go.
What the fuck? He's probably like, what the fuck, man? I'm a man. Leave me alone, bitch.
But if he put a wig on,
no.
If he put a wig on and shaved, I'm
with
just saying,
those fucking arms and hands.
Yeah.
If you get tricked by that guy,
then you want to.
Yeah, you want to get tricked. You're trying to get tricked. Yeah. You're like, trick me. Trick me, Ben Simmons. That's a fucking manly man. The size of his fucking hands. Go back to that picture. Bro, that guy's jacked. Yeah. If you think that's a woman, I mean, maybe he is now. I don't know. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
No.
He's 6'11". He's giant.
Go. Jamie Foxx. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't want to. Where's this road taking me? I know the next couple. Nope. He's a black guy. Black guys, they're okay. Pretty good. I'm not gonna do it. I can't read this. I'm not doing it.
Mr. Trump, how do you feel about gay rights?
I like it, but they're going a little overboard with the dancing. A lot of dancing. I don't know about that.
You can get a stadium. I was gone. It was an all-day tailgate. I was at South Carolina versus Tennessee. SEC football. It's a night game in South Carolina. And I'm standing there, and there's just a tiny fence between me and the handicap section. And I just stepped over it. No one batted an eye, dude. I was standing there just for real. I was on the field, dude. I left my friends. They were in the student section. I was just shit-faced walking around. And I was like, stepped in, and dude, people were like looking at me like, checks out. Fully checks out. I just,
yeah, if you just do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's my face when I'm blacked out. I was just. People are like, this guy. Yeah, it's just. I was at the Bills game, Bills Steelers this year. And Gabe Davis, he's a wide receiver. He likes comedy and he likes podcasts and all this stuff. So he invited me to the game. I'm at the game. And I took Adderall there. There you go. There's another Adderall. End of the game, he's like, come down here towards the field. He took his jersey off, autographed it, and handed it to me up in the stands.
Whoa.
Dude, it's just me and children. Me and little kids are the only dudes like down there trying to get high fives from the players. This guy hands me his jersey, and people are like, "Oh, it's a guy." Like NFL Films was filming it. Like it was like a sweet moment for them to be giving me a jersey, and I was like,
"That's wild."
Yeah,
pushing kids out of the way.
I think they thought I was a special needs man.
Oh no!
It was just me and children, dude. It was me and children in the bleachers, like, high five. Can I get your gloves? Good game. And then the guy gave me his jersey, and they're like, "Nice, congratulations."
Yeah, like that's what it's all.
To Mar-a-Lago to meet Trump specifically.
I went to Mar-a-Lago because
Hoping?
I was doing Palm Beach Improv.
Yep.
And some people that work there or work, on the staff or whatever, they're fans. They showed up, came to the show. They were like, "Do you want to go to Mar-a-Lago tomorrow?" And I was like,
"You're talking to the right guy."
I was like, "Yeah." That shit was so nice.
Was it pretty?
At Helium, I was driving back to our house, and there was just like a finance bro on a bike, and I was just driving by him, and I was like, "Pussy," and I hit a red light, and I saw him flying, dude, for like a mile. I saw this dude like pedaling to catch up to me. My windows were down, and I had a thought. I was like, "Do I pull the window up?" I was like, "No." I get whatever he's about to give me. I genuinely had that thought. I was like, he deserves it. Dude, he stuck his head in my window, and he goes, nice car, you fucking faggot. And then I went, and we both started laughing. He pedaled away. And I was like, yeah. He laughed. He was
that's
like,
funny.
I mean, as soon as he hit me with what he said, and I didn't react by like, yeah, right, I laughed. When he said it, I was like, yo. Dude, I can't believe you said that. And he was like,
Just take a sniff.
shit.
Just take a sniff. Go ahead. Ready?
Oh.
3. Here we go.
Ah!
Then you got too deep. You went too deep.
You
went too deep.
Hey, holy hell.
Look at the hit.
Oh no.
Bro, you blew your neck out.
at the back of my head.
Yeah.
Because to the Notre Dame spring game.
Okay.
But my dad, he drinks a little bit, so he would occasionally get drunk and invite a guy from like the Knights of Columbus to be like, you want to come to Notre Dame with me and my friend? But for real, we would rent a van and me and like 10 of my friends. So there's 10 of us. We're all in 7th grade.
Wow.
And then my dad and like 3 other guys that are drunk dudes. Just so they take us to Notre Dame. Anyway, long story, we get in a hotel room. We're whacking off.
Sure.
But before we whack off, one of the guys my dad invited, he's this like old fucking dude.
Uh-oh.
Blacked out at the bar and they had to take him home.
Oh, God.
So they take him home, throw him on the bed in one of the rooms we have, and then they go back to the bar. Then me and my friends are like, let's fuck with this guy a little bit. So we're slapping him, screaming in his face, shit like that. He's not waking up. He's not waking up. Dude, we set an alarm clock next to his head and set it for a minute later and turned the lights off. Everybody hid. It's one of my happiest memories.
That's great. I thought you were going to say you jerked off
But
on
then,
him. Oh, okay.
But then, no, we didn't jerk off on him.
Okay.
But we jerked off. Everybody whacked off while he was asleep. Dude, this guy was passed out, laying in
When
bed.
you say everybody, how many kids?
8 dudes.
Ah.
eight 7th graders.
Oh, this guy missed
Whacked
out.
up. This guy's.
What,
this
like
guy's
we're all around him like a fucking
all around.
seance?
One was, it was. Dude, he was asleep. A dude was next to him in the bed, and his body was shaking.
Oh, no. Was it hard to get off with that old guy there?
I did. It was
I guess it's
7th grade.
Yeah, he's so
Read on
keyed up.
Oh my God.
But then everybody comes. Everybody, well,
Yeah, we finished.
some people might have faked it.
Yeah.
We get done. The room, by the way, the room stinks.
Ah.
Just BO and jizz from 7th graders.
It's all that Capri Sun and Cheeto jizz.
And then my buddy goes, all right, so as soon as we got done coming, everyone was like, all right, let's keep fucking with this old guy. Dude, my buddy shoved his hand in his ass.
What?
So he pulled his pants down. No, not
man.
like, look, pillow, it was just a crease. It wasn't in the hole. It was
Sure.
a crease.
I get
He
that.
gave him a fucking credit card swipe. But that's what woke him up, dude. He was like, oh, shit.
I'm telling you, it's better than smelling salts. The ass
He woke up.
puncture.
He woke up and he was like, you kids got fucking problems. What the fuck? So we all ran out.
I was awake the whole time. I saw everything.
Dude, if he woke up like,
Oh, my God.
but he kicked us out and
Yeah.
then locked the door. He was blacked out. He was shit faced. And then he went back to sleep, but his pants were still down at his ankles. Porn's still on the TV. Everywhere. We go down to the front desk. We're in Mishawaka, Indiana. We go down to the front desk and ask the dude, like, can you let us back in? Our uncle locked us out, and he was like, all right.
Oh,
There's
nice.
9 boys.
Yeah.
There's 7 boys. Like, can you let us back in? So he's like, all right. So he lets us in, opens the door, the smell.
Ah.
And then he opens the door, and there's an old man with his pants down asleep. And he's like,
Can you let us back
all
in
right,
for
yeah,
more?
go ahead. Let us back in. Yeah, it's-
Wow.
Oh my God. What a night.